All right,
All
Lisa or
right.
Shannon, y'all want to give an intro?
Yeah, sure. Bill might be able to explain it a little bit better, but these are some updates to our Alliance Offers program that's powered by Zavvie. So we launched this program back in April, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a program that offers several solutions for both buyers and sellers. This is our partnership with Home Mortgage Alliance. Bill might be able to give a few more details, but we did do some trainings on the basics a few months ago. But Liz is going to cover some of the updates now that Zavvie is making to the program.
Yes, and Bill, I would love to. I know we've had some success stories come through Remax Alliance. You want to give any highlight? You're a veteran at the program at this point.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Shannon. Yeah, I want to welcome everyone. I think the program has been very successful in a number of respects. I mean, first off, just to have the ability for a customer to make a cash offer, non-contingent, has been very powerful to have that option, but even more so is the modern bridge. And we are working very close. For those of you who are with Remax Alliance, our loan reps are working closely to try to continue to educate and be a resource for the program. I think most importantly to me in today's market, to be able to put this product, program, partnership into a buying presentation or a listing presentation and make sure that you have it there as an option, help separate you and help you achieve more buyers, more listings, I think is one very positive aspect. And number two, we're very much encouraging that everyone get put into the program so you have a pivot point. You know, even if off the cuff, the person doesn't feel that it's the right course of action, being in the program, being fully TBD approved with Home Mortgage Alliance as a buyer, and also putting the exiting property in the portal for Alliance Offers to approve as a potential option for the modern bridge, just gives you another leg up if at some point that solution does come to light and it's something that the person wants to take advantage of. It puts us in the best position to move quickly to utilize the program. So we've had success doing that. We've had success in situations where folks have utilize this again as an option or something that they can have at their disposal, and we've closed a few as well. So ultimately, I guess that's it. I was on more to learn about the changes, but I want to just but that's my commercial and that's my 2 minutes. We're just very grateful to have it and have this partnership, and want to continue to see it grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Well, I appreciate you all for joining today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I do already see a question in the chat, which is excellent. That means you guys are here listening. Want you to ask questions. It is a small group today. For those of you that are watching the recording, there is always our customer support team that is here as well. If questions come up while you're watching the recording, definitely want to make sure that you guys are just aware of your enhanced cash offer product. I know you guys are all really busy, but you know it's still a power move in the market to have a cash offer in your back pocket. I'm going to be walking through those situations. You do have you know, a partnership with your Home Mortgage Alliance team that has already done several of these deals. And of course, the Zavvie personnel who's done hundreds of these deals. And we're constantly innovating the product so that you can stay on the cutting edge and compete with the other power buyers in the space. So let me go ahead and real quickly introduce you. We do have a growing team. You're going to see some of our team members on here just listening in today. But Stephen Banks is on as your dedicated account manager. You guys are familiar with Kim Ortiz. They both tag team work on your deals with you. Also, our director of Power Buyer, Mike Garlauskas, transaction lead, Jim Budsky, and then Bridget and myself work very closely with Remax Alliance on all things Alliance solutions. One of the questions in the chat that I just want to cover now is, do we have marketing material about Bridge versus Homelight? We don't have a specific comparison against Homelight. And honestly, I can't even fluently speak to Homelight's Bridge solution. I can speak to Accept and Ribbon and Knock and Homeward because they're all in our marketplace. But I can definitely, you know, I'll do some additional research and see what the differences are. But most importantly, what I think the biggest difference is this is something that is unique to you guys. It is your lender. It is your Home Mortgage Alliance lender. It is, and actually, let me just go ahead and get to this team slide here. This is a partnership between everyone pictured on the screen. Zavvie, we're the block and tackle in the background, but we really are trying to put you in the spotlight and truly be that block and tackle that, you know, we have a proven playbook for success. We of course have the ever important ingredient, the capital, but it's really what I think makes Alliance Offer so unique and let you stand out from the crowd. It's because, one, it's yours, it's branded to you. You can call your, you know, your lender, you can call your customer success team. We're a friendly partner. It's not you're doing business with us. It's we are in a partnership together, doing business together. And we definitely want you to have that spotlight and set yourself apart from the competition. It's just like, you know, is everyone's commission split, you know, the same? Does every lender have the best mortgage rate in town? No, but customer service and convenience is at a premium right now. And, you know, your clients know that they're working with you because you're bringing them modern solutions. You guys are modern agents, and you're able to do it and control that consumer experience from start to finish. So you guys do need to work with Home Mortgage Alliance lenders. That is an integral part of the puzzle. We are all in this together. So if you haven't already met with your Home Mortgage Alliance lenders, please do. They know this like the back of their hands. They've done deals. They understand the updates that have come. So definitely, when in doubt, they're all well-trained and know the program too. And of course, Zavvie is here. So high level overview of how does Alliance Offers work? Is there a question?
Hi.
Hi. Question? Oh, maybe somebody's not on mute. Let me see if I need to mute somebody. Oh, think I did.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. We don't use it that often, but we have been in this new office since February. So I'm assuming somebody has used it since February.
Oh, I think I muted them.
I just don't know if like the demise of it has started before or after the firewall.
Olivia, you need to mute, please.
I'm trying to mute people I'm muting everyone. Okay, I think I muted everyone that had mics on, one at a time. All right, sorry about that, guys. So high level, how does Alliance Offers work? So let's put ourselves in the client's shoes. Your RE/MAX Alliance clients are going to gain the ability to make a cash offer using Alliance Offers. So that means they're going to use Alliance Offers cash to get under contract. And once we close, they actually get to move in right away. So if they have a former home to sell, that means it's a buy before you sell modern bridge solution. And throughout the process, you have your dedicated account manager, I just merged Stephen and Kim's name, Stephen and Kim by your side, and the rest of the Alliance Offers team and your Home Mortgage Alliance loan officers with you every step of the way to make sure it's a seamless transaction. And in many cases, and I cannot wait to go into detail about this because the success stories keep just getting bigger and better, Alliance Offers can save your client money. It's true. We're seeing, especially with the market shifting, and those cash offers, not everyone's writing way above asking. It's not every situation is multi-offer. You actually are giving that buyer some leverage and negotiation power, and it's becoming a negotiation tool, a financial tool to save them a lot of money. So I'll go into great detail about that. I have a couple slides dedicated to it. So this is your new cash offer program. We are so excited to roll this out specifically in the Colorado market. A lot of folks out there have been always wanting the cash offer solution that the buyer's name is on the contract. And this is that. It's a one close, buyer's name on the contract. How does it work? Just like always, your client's going to get pre-approved with their Home Mortgage Alliance LO. Then they get pre-funded with Alliance offers. What does pre-funded mean? Pre-funded means that they sign our client agreement. They've made it all the way through TBD underwriting with that Home Mortgage Alliance LO. That means they have that cash offer ready and going in their back pocket whenever they need it. Then they're going to make a cash backed offer. It is a cash offer. It's essentially a guaranteed close that says, if this buyer cannot close with their financing on closing day, Alliance offers will step in and buy the home with cash. So it's guaranteed close, removes the financing contingency completely. The goal, though, is the buyer is going to close with their financing, because them closing on closing day with their financing means it's one close, contracts in their name, easy peasy. They get to move into their new home. There's no extra cost associated. There's just that 1% fee for the cash offer program. So this is your new cash offer program. That product, to explain it super simply, is removing the financing contingency by leveraging the Alliance offers addendum. What is that addendum? That offer addendum states that if the buyer is unable to secure financing on closing day, Alliance offers will step in and purchase the home on the buyer's behalf. Now, Bridge, absolutely nothing has changed with the Bridge program. We've had one cash offer program success story out of RE/MAX Alliance, and we've had several Bridge. Bridge hasn't changed. Same exact scenario. Client gets pre-approved, pre-funded. It's positioning Alliance offers to buy the home. So the client gets to buy before they sell. So we buy the home, client moves into the home, then sells their former home before they secure their mortgage and buy back the home from Alliance offer. So no changes with the steps or process for the Bridge program. It's still, the contract is written with Alliance offers as the buyer. And then that same day, a buyback contract is drawn up and the buyer is buying the home from Alliance offers. All right, I want to talk specifically about who needs cash offers, guys. There's a lot of people that are just throwing cash offers to the wayside because they're like, you know what? In the spring, it was a necessity. When we launched this bad boy, people were being insane. They were writing offers 40 over asking. There were multiple offers. I don't need it anymore, though. Well, my phrase is cash is king. Who doesn't like cash? Cash always gives you the upper hand, regardless of the situation. It doesn't matter what kind of market we're in. Specifically, it helps clients that want to be positioned to pay less, especially as the market shifts a bit. If it goes a little bit more to a buyer's market, there's not multiple offers. We actually show in our data that clients could potentially pay 1.8% less just from we've actually seen that from our closed transactions. There's an academic study that I found at a University of California, San Diego, that says over the last 40 years, buyers have saved up to 12% by leveraging a cash offer. So give your clients the upper hand regardless of what market they're in. There's also those clients that have just written offers and lost. They're still happening. I train agents all the time and say, how many of you had multiple offer in the last month? And hands go up. There's still multiple offers happening. So there's still clients that are, discouraged. They just don't know how they're going to compete. There's also just people sitting on the sidelines. Those nervous first-time home buyers, those people that are just like, I'm not stepping in the real estate market right now. It's always in the news. There's these dramatic headlines, not touching it. Then there's those clients that want to get into the market because they want to maybe capitalize on the equity or make a change, move to a new school district, downsize, upsize, whatever it may be. But they don't realize that there's this ultimate tool out there that will let them buy before they sell. So you actually have that really fun solution to pick up your clients and say, hey, you want to go shop for your next home with cash, and then we'll worry about selling your old home after you've moved in that home. That's a lot more fun than just checking in. It's crazy out there. You could get this much equity, solve the problem that they're thinking about. They want the equity out of the house. They just don't know when they're going to find their next dream home. And you can actually put them in their dream home and then sell their former home. And guess what? Builders like cash too. Bill, I believe you said you had a good relationship going with a builder. Do you want to share a bit more about that? If you're still there, I just threw you on the spot.
I am. Well, we work with a number of builders, but our biggest relationship, where Ben Gady is our primary loan rep, is with David Weekly Homes. And we did have a recent conversation with them where they definitely saw some benefit here to buyers, specifically around when the property finish date was going to be, and that might be moving. And so that leads to some heartburn perhaps on when they should list their home and all of the things you were bringing up around having to move twice or store things. And so it was just another great option for those customers as they're waiting for their home to be finished, and as those dates can sometimes not be as written in stone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Builders like cash and convenience, and this does all of the above. So I appreciate you sharing that. The sky is the limit with your cash offer program. So some additional client benefits, guys, we're also seeing that clients are 4 times more likely to get under contract with a cash offer. So they're going to spend less time shopping. They're going to win their first choice home because they're not going to, have to settle for their second or third. I've talked at length that, position to pay less. It is true. It happens. Imagine a $700,000 home and just saving 2%. That's almost $14,000. Like, guys, that's big savings. And then they're getting in the home faster. So they're going to start capturing that home appreciation right away. What's in it for you guys? There's a lot in it for you guys. You're going to have a better win rate. You're going to get more deals through your pipeline. You're going to work smarter, not harder. I'm sure those of you listening in today, those of you that are watching the recording, you probably want to get more deals done in September than you got done in August. This is the key to success. This is going to help you get more deals done. It's going to fill your pipeline. And also you're going to have happy customers. Everyone that's gone through our program has had an amazing experience. We also just, Zavvie puts out a modern marketplace report that looks at anyone using a power buyer program. There's a lot of players out there. People like it. It's amazing. And you know what people do that have a good experience? They go tell their friends about it at the next networking event or a friend happy hour or dinner. So definitely a lot in it for you guys. This is your silver bullet and your bright shiny object to power through. We're coming up on winter. You always start to see that lull. This is how you're going to keep that pipeline full and get deals done. This is exciting stress reliever to reach out to clients with. Mute again. If you're joining, please mute yourself. All right. So let's get into the details. Program cost. Nothing has changed on program cost at all. The costs remain the exact same. These are very competitive costs for the program. We have done extensive research on how we compare on just the overall cost, and we are very much in line, usually lower than some of the other solutions out there. After all, everyone's a little bit different, devil's in the details. Again, you are the one in control. It's your partnership with us and Home Mortgage Alliance that makes it so amazing that they're just going to be like, sweet, I can work with my RE/MAX Alliance agent with their own in-house program, and I don't have to go, work with a retail buyer at power buyer at just any location. You're bringing them what they're getting advertised. They're getting advertised at gas pumps, billboards, radio advertisement that they can buy homes with cash, and you get to do that for a very nominal fee. For Bridge, it's 1.9% of the purchase price. For cash offers, it's 1%. Now for Bridge, there is an increase in the earnest money deposit. I'll talk in more detail about that shortly. The deposit, which is on the buyback contract, needs to be a minimum of 7.5% of the purchase price. Cash offer, nothing has changed. Instead of the deposit happening outside the transaction, it is actually a minimum 2.5% earnest money deposit on the purchase contract of their new home. Then we have what we call post-closing occupancy. With Bridge, we're buying the home, right? What is post-closing occupancy? In layman's terms, you can think of it as that buyer's rent, or it's the carryover cost that Alliance Offers team accrues when we hold that property. So it's prorated. It's prorated on the day that Alliance Offers buys the home until the day that the buyer buys the home back from Alliance Offers. It is collected outside the transaction. I have a whole slide devoted to it. With the cash offer program, remember the goal is for the client to buy their home on closing day. So there is no post-closing occupancy. But the beautiful thing about the program is we are more than happy to step in, buy that home with cash on closing day. And in that instance, there is a post-closing occupancy that, again, is just prorated on the day that we buy the home until the day they buy it back. Even if it's 2 days, there is a small daily fee that is accumulated. So before I dig in deeper, I'm going to go over some of the cost saving slides and of course take a deeper dive into the process and how it works each step of the way. Are there any immediate questions? Feel free to unmute. Happy to address them.
You may have covered this already, but do the clients have to have a house in mind for this to get pre-approved and all that, or can they don't need to?
No, so they can get it conditional underwriting, TBD underwriting. Essentially, you're going to work with your Home Mortgage Alliance LO and get them through essentially waiting for that address, but we can pre-fund them without an address in mind. It's going to say, hey, you're pre-funded up to this max purchase amount. Here's your, basic appraisal gap coverage, whatnot. So can totally, that's actually the best case scenario is that they get pre-funded and then they go start shopping for their dream home with cash. So it's all quick. It just happens. You give, your Home Mortgage Alliance the property address, you give us property address, everything's good. We write the cash offer and you're good as gold. But you can absolutely get pre-funded before they even have a home in mind. Any other questions? All right, well, I'm going to talk about the fun part. How can Alliance Offers, the cash offer program, make your client money? So even with the 1% fee, it is 1% for cash offer, your clients can actually come out ahead. And I want to show you exactly how that can be done. First and foremost, they could potentially pay 1 to 2% less. Guys, that was like in the height of the market when people are going crazy. I told y'all that up to 12%. I just got off a call with another agent in Colorado that saved their client 6% off list price. So it's happening. So go ahead and let's, 2x that number, but they're getting in the home faster too. So they're going to start capturing appreciation. And then you back out that little 1% service fee, and that client could potentially gain 1 to 3% in cash and equity. It happens all the time. It's getting better and better. Like I said, the stories are getting better. The savings are getting deeper. Definitely don't want to let the 1% scare anyone away because more times than not, they actually save money. Now for bridge, the exact same thing happens. And that's even with the 1.9%, same exact scenario, but something that's not captured in the cash offer program is that former residence is going to be empty potentially. They can move into their new home, move out of their former home before they list it. So it's going to be staged. It's not lived in. There's the convenience factor of that alone, but it's also just going to show better because it's been properly staged and repaired and prepared for showings. So you're going to potentially sell that home for 1 to 4% higher. Then you back out that 1.9% bridge service fee, and immediately that client could potentially gain 1 to 6% in cash proceeds and equity. Now, something that's also not captured in the modern bridge solution is the stress of maybe having to move twice, finding short-term living, finding storage, all of those extra costs that come with moving, especially selling a home and buying a new home. There's a lot that goes into it. There's just extra costs. And if you can simplify that process and let them buy before they sell, they're also saving money there. And my favorite, stress. This completely decouples the transaction and makes what's usually a very stressful process much less stressful. So we can't really put price on peace of mind, but I think we all are willing to pay a premium for convenience. I mean, anytime you do anything now, there's a convenience fee and you're like, yep, if I don't have to go print this off, or if I can buy a ticket that comes to my cell phone instead of whatever, you're going to pay the convenience fee, right? So people are willing to pay a convenience fee, and that is just where we are. Everyone's lives are hectic, and you can decouple and de-stress that entire transaction by leveraging your Modern Bridge program. Now let's get into the approval requirements. Again, don't worry, your Home Mortgage Alliance LOs know these exactly, but for those of you that want to get into the details, for conventional MBA loans, there is a 5% minimum down payment. Those clients are going to be completely through TBD underwriting approval. So that means we're just waiting for the address. Your Home Mortgage Alliance LOs would love to get everyone pre-approved and pre-funded with this program at the beginning, because what that means is when it comes time to put things in motion, the hard work's done. The document collection, all of that hard work has been done already, and they're just ready to go. So for VA buyers, we are going to want the option to go conventional if needed, a minimum 660 credit score. And then for the cash offer program, clients are going to need 2.5 liquid so that they can use it as the earnest money deposit on that purchase contract. And then at closing, that 1% service fee for cash offer is allocated to Alliance offers at closing. Now for bridge, this is where we have increased that deposit amount. So same exact requirements here, except for bridge, and that 7.5% deposit is paid as earnest money on the buyback transaction. So this enables them to apply that deposit directly to their closing funds needed, down payment. It's like getting a jump start. They need 5% minimum down for close. This is just putting it in that 7.5% deposit on the buyback contract. Good to go on closing day. 1.9% service fee comes to Alliance offers. The remainder goes to closing cost. Now I want to talk a little bit about the post-closing occupancy. And so we're going to collect that post-closing occupancy fee separately, and it's going to be prior to the first closing. So after the buyer buys back the home, we're going to issue a refund, but we're collecting 60 days upfront. So we're saying, hey, let's just get this out of the way. Pay us basically, simply said, 2 months rent, 60 days of occupancy costs. If the client buys it back in 30 days, we give them half that occupancy deposit back. So if they live there for 59 days, we would say, here's your 1-day credit. So it is prorated. Again, the goal is to have the client move into that house, buy their house back as quickly as possible. Our goal is not to be a landlord at all. Also, what is the occupancy cost? We're going to have all of that in the client agreement. So there's no guessing. And if it's a specific new property and they want, okay, I'm now interested in, I'm making an offer on a $550,000 property. What can I expect for my post-closing occupancy costs? The account manager and transaction managers are going to give that before the client even has to send any money anywhere. It's crystal clear, super transparent. And so when the client buys back the home, again, we're issuing a refund back to the client for any days they did not use. Couple more bullet points, and then I'll pause for questions. So important approval notes. We do go up to $1.5 million on that new property. At this time, we cannot accommodate FHA loans, but it's something that our team is definitely working on. It's actually top of the product list, is to figure out how to accommodate FHA loans. We know that will help with these cash offer programs a lot. And then that former residence, if it's a equestrian or farm property, it's not eligible at this time. Also want to call out that if you have a client moving into your market, but they have a former residence out of state, let us know. And also, if you have a client that is like not able to find the deposit on the bridge amount, or there's just a situation where you feel like there's a barrier to entry and you're just not sure, we're your partner. You know, we don't always want to make an exception, but we're here to get people into homes. We're here to level the playing field so that your clients can compete with the institutional capital in the market. We're here to help you get more deals done, more deals in your pipeline, and keep you at the center of the transaction. So when in doubt, don't see red tape or like, oh, I'm unsure. Submit it through your Alliance Solutions platform. Let us have a look and we can figure out if we can get the deal done. Sometimes there is red tape. You can't be everything to everyone, but we sure as heck don't want you to be sitting on the sidelines in fear because you just don't know, or you're like, I have this client. I'm not sure though. I don't know. Submit them. We'll connect you with an account manager and say, hey, can we do this deal or not? Let's talk. Let's see if we can solve a problem for your client so you can be the hero. All right. Any questions at this point? Does anyone on here have a client in mind? All right, quiet group today. You are muted if you were talking. I couldn't hear you.
I might have a client in mind. They'd be going for like $1 million purchase.
Well, your call to action today is to submit them and we can have the conversation, which I'll show you what to do.
Yeah, like I want to give them that choice, I guess, to see
Yeah.
if it's something that they would, consider.
Absolutely. And I mean, the savings alone will help them know that it's there. I mean, yes, they could still go the conventional route. Nothing's wrong with it. Traditional, what they know is good, but the cost savings are pretty impressive. It's kind of like, hey, do you want to just, you could win this house with, a strong financing contingent offer, or we could see if we could win it lower than list price with removing the financing contingency, and then everything else falls into place just like it always has. It's actually, the cash offer program alone is a really simple product. So I want to talk through the process for you guys. So if you do have a client in mind, you know what to do. So the cash offer timeline is pretty simple. You're going to start doing business as usual. You're going to let the clients get pre-approved with their Home Mortgage Alliance LO. While they're going through that process, you're going to say, hey, your Home Mortgage Alliance going to go ahead and get you all the way through TBD underwriting so we can get you pre-funded just in case you want to use our cash offer program. You're going to tell them the benefits of using the cash offer program, and you're going to go start shopping for that new home with cash. The reason we say get every one of your buyers pre-funded is because, Bill and his team can work quick, but a lot of that pressure is on if the client gets them the documentation they need to get pre-approved, right? And that's what takes time, is that getting all the documentation over to the Home Mortgage Alliance LO. But once they do it, it's done. They get pre-funded, they sign the client agreement. It doesn't matter if they shop for 2 weeks or 5 months, like they've done the hard part. They've collected the documents. They might need to update a few things if there's been any changes. But they have that cash offer if and when they need it. Our team, it only takes us 24 hours or less to get that client pre-funded once we have that TBD underwriting pre-approval from Home Mortgage Alliance. But we don't like when an agent comes back to us at the last minute and says, oh my gosh, I need your program. Best and final offers are due at 10 a.m. tomorrow. What can we do to expedite this? We can accommodate it all day, every day, but we love making it super seamless, no stress. And how you do that is you get everyone pre-funded from the get-go. So when they're ready to write a cash offer, all they have to do is say, hey, I'm ready to make an offer. And we have all of that information in your hands. We have an account manager that can hold your hand through the process. The first one or two, you might want that. After you do one, you're going to be like, this is easy. I got it. So the day that we go under contract on the new home is when that earnest money deposit is due for cash offer. So on that purchase contract, minimum 2.5% EMD. Standard inspections and due diligence happen. We're sitting in the wings going, everything good. Our transaction team is checking every step of the way, making sure there's, no need to step in. But if we are there and we need to step in, we jump right in head first. We go, hey, we're here. We'll buy it with cash. We can figure out how to get the mortgage in order after, but guaranteed close, removing financing contingency. The goal is the client buys it with their financing on closing day. So it's done. There's no buyback. There's no post-closing occupancy. There's no two closing costs potentially. Now for bridge, it's a little bit different. Some people like to save money and list their former home before they've actually found their new home because they're like, oh, I can still, save money maybe on that post-closing occupancy. Or we get the question all the time, what if I sell my former home before we buy my future home? Well, then it turns into a cash offer and it's just 1% because the former residence is already sold. So there's a couple ways to look at this. A lot of folks love this option too. Of I'm going to move out of my former home so I don't live in it during getting photos taken at stage, get the dog and the kids out, all of that. I'm actually going to be in my new home living the best life. Worry about my agent is going to worry about getting that other home worked and we're getting a list ready. It's going to sell. I'm not there. They can show it. They can have as many open houses as they want. I'm going to make a lot of money on it. And then I'm going to buy back this house. So there's two schools of thought there. What we really want to see is that former home is under contract 60 days after we close on the new home. Again, the more, pricing it competitively, the more quickly that former residence sells, the less cost post-closing occupancy costs the client owes us for holding that home for them. So two schools of thought. Some people like the convenience. Others are like, I want to move quick. I want to time it so that there's very little overlap of me owning two homes. Depends on your client situation. Our account manager and transaction team will let you know what ideal timeline to take based on your client's goals and needs. Keep in mind how this works for bridge. Again, just reiterate that 7.5% deposit. So the day that Alliance Offers goes under contract to purchase a new home. Again, with bridge, we're buying the home. It's buy before we sell. So we're buying the home, holding the home, client buys back the home. The day we win that contract, go under contract, we also write up a buyback contract. So there's a contract that says Alliance Offers is buying subject property. And then there's a contract that says buyer is buying subject property from Alliance Offers. On that buyback contract, there's a minimum 7.5% earnest money deposit due. Then, whenever they buy back the home, just like in the cash offer, the 1.9 fee is allocated to Alliance Offers, and the remainder of that goes towards closing costs and down payment on that transaction. Now, let me show you a real live example of how you submit. So this is your Alliance Solutions platform. Hopefully you guys are familiar with it. If not, no worries. I will show you exactly how to use it today. If you haven't created an account already, highly recommend doing that while you're watching me today. Let me actually throw this in the chat for those of you that are here. It is just zavvie.com/Remax Alliance /offer optimizer. It is also in your agent resource center. So you will give us your information. And you pick your email address that you use for signing into other solutions platforms, just your most frequent email address. That's the one we're going to email Really, those of you that have used the program, we have a dedicated customer support team that's going to guide you through the process. Your account manager, your transaction manager with Alliance offers, everyone is going to use that email to keep you at the center of the communication. So use an email that you check, create a password, and click create your zavvie account. And today I'm going to say that I'm just working with a buyer. I have someone that they're new to town. They're currently renting. They don't need to sell their former residence. They're shopping high end 625, low end 550. If I click go, it's actually going to show me estimates of the different solutions out there. In the essence of time, I won't go through the estimate portion of the tool, because if you have that client and you're just want to explore it, you can still come over here, click request offers, uncheck homeownership accelerator. You know they want cash offer. Homeownership accelerators for those clients that are bit mortgage challenged, they can't get pre-approved, they want to use a modern rent to own. You're like, I want Alliance offers, cash offer, please. This is also how you're going to submit a cash offer client and get a $50 Amazon gift card for the month of September. We are running a promotion. Anytime you use Alliance Solutions platform to submit a cash offer inquiry, you get a $50 Amazon gift card up to $500. So send us your clients. Let's have the conversation and see if it works. There's no harm, no foul if it doesn't work. So if you're listening today, click the link in the chat, create your agent account, and do it alongside me. So you type in price range that you have a buyer, price range they're shopping in, click request offers, uncheck homeownership accelerator. We're going to say they're not buying a home. This is my agent information that's pulling directly from my agent's account. We do need the client's name. We are not going to email the client until we've spoken with you and everyone's on the same page. First thing we're going to do is reach directly out to you, the agent. We just need that client's name because you're going to submit so many clients that we need to keep all of the deals straight. Then we're going to ask some basic information. Max offer price, already typed in that their upper range was 625. What location are they looking? We'll say they are in Colorado. Maybe they're shopping in Broomfield County. Click confirm. Finished. If they're pre-approved or not. If yes, let us know that loan officer's name. If it is not a Home Mortgage Alliance loan officer, we are kindly going to say, hey, you need to use a Home Mortgage Alliance officer for the cash offer program for Alliance offers. If it is a Home Mortgage Alliance LO, give us their information. That helps us marry all of you guys together, build the file. If no worries, we'll connect you with the HMA LO. What type of loan? If you know, go for it. If not, you can always choose other, not sure. And boom, just like that, that's all you have to do to submit a client to us. Like I said, the first thing we're going to do is reach out to you, get some basic information that's above and beyond what you gave us in that submission. And then we're going to say, hey, sounds like you need a cash offer client agreement. Sounds like you need a modern bridge program. We're going to get to know what that client's desires are and have a conversation with you. Again, no money is exchanged until they write a cash offer and go under contract. So there's nothing wrong with exploring the concept with every single one of your buyer clients out there. It's easy. It can be done. Get familiar with it. Like I said, once you do 1 or 2 deals, we have what we've called activated agents, where literally we had an agent 2 weeks ago close 2 deals on the same day. One was actually a 5% savings off list price on a cash offer home. Another was a modern bridge solution. So, and I think earlier this year, somebody closed 3 power buyer deals on the same day. So once you do 1 deal, you get the hang of it and you realize, oh, there's really not much more involved with using this amazing program. I can save my client money. It's not scary. They love it. And you're just going to get in the habit of getting everyone pre-funded with Alliance offers. You do have our dedicated team. We're here 7 days a week. This is your Alliance Solutions team. They can help you with Alliance offers and everything that is in your Alliance Solutions marketplace. The reason I give this number is because, whoops, oh, my fancy slide, I blew my surprise. It's because these guys are here 7 days a week. There's always someone that's going to answer the phone during business hours, hear what your question is, and get you the fastest response. It might be that they're, directing you straight to your transaction lead that's on your specific Alliance Offers deal. That's what they're for. Maybe you just want to know what the heck a homeownership accelerator is. That's what they're here for. So go ahead. I'm going to drop this number in the chat. Save this in your phone. Text, email, call, info@remaxalliancesolutions.com. Again, those of you listening to the recording, if you got questions, this is who you call. They're here for you. And my surprise key takeaway, cash is king. Let this be a financial tool. Let this save your client money. Doesn't matter the market. They can win in a multiple offer situation, or they can pay less in a buyer's market. But that's the one thing I wanted you to leave with today is Alliance Offers is always going to be that kind of Swiss Army knife in your back pocket, regardless of the market. And the promo. We are running a promotion for the month of September. We would love to see more people take advantage of these amazing savings with cash offer deals. So how we're doing that is just getting people to submit clients, have the conversation, see if it works. All you have to do is go to Alliance Solutions platform, submit a cash offer request, and you will get a $50 Amazon gift card. There is some fine print here. We can only give up to 10 gift cards, topping out at $500, and this is through the end of September. It might be extended, but for now, send us all your clients, have the conversation. Let's see if we can cultivate some business together. And last step is to submit your clients. Happy to take questions, guys. Who submitted a client while we were on the call? Anybody? Anybody create an agent account? All right, y'all are just a tough crowd today. I hope you guys are excited about the cash offer product. Specifically, it is definitely going to let you compete with other solutions out there. Everyone's super excited about it. It's definitely simplifying the process for everyone, makes it super easy. It's 1%. Spend 1 to save 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1%, easy deal, one close. And your Home Mortgage Alliance LOs know exactly how to start the process. So when in doubt, just reach out to your partner there, get that client pre-approved, and they'll submit. They can do the hard part. They can submit on the platform. And if y'all both submit, I'll give you both a $50 gift card. How about that?
Sounds like a good deal. Can I just submit myself so I can get the Amazon card?
Well, we would like good intentions, but hey, we'll have a conversation. I don't know. Maybe after Stephen talks to you, Shannon, you might be wanting to buy a home with that.
Well, I'm not a licensed agent or anything, so I'm like, how do I get on this?
Yeah,
Anyways,
those Amazon habits. We could all use an Amazon gift card every now and then.
And actually, Liz, I wanted to ask you, can you send me the details of that September deal so I can find out about that?
I'm going to send you guys an email with the recording, the presentation deck, and then a snippet of an email snippet that you can send out to all agents, have the promo details to make sure everyone's getting it. We sent out a couple emails from our marketing system, but sometimes it takes receiving it from a familiar name so that it gets read, but it did come from info@remaxalliancesolutions.com. So be on the lookout for that. I will send a personal email so you can get it out to all agents in attendance today. And of course, any that weren't able to come will have the recording.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. I hope y'all have a great evening. Thanks for joining, and I will talk to you soon.